Hello everyone, I'm Blue Sicx and we're doing another forecast for the week. This will be for the 17th to the 23rd of September. And for today, we'll be using the Scarabino Tarot. Now, I'm never sure if I've pronounced that correctly, but Scarabino are a company, one of the bigger companies that produce tarot, and they decided to make their own version of the Rider-Waite. So, once again, so we've got Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and the weekend. So, let's see what Monday has in store. So, it looks like we've got Justice there. And this one's quite interesting because it's got a little baby there. Reminds me of the story of King Solomon. For those who don't know, King Solomon was a very wise king, and two ladies came up to him and said that the baby was, each of them was the mother of this baby. And King Solomon said, okay, the baby will be cut in half. One woman said, that's perfectly fine, we'll have half each. And the other woman said, no, give the baby to her, because I'd rather the baby be somewhere than cut in half. And so, obviously, King Solomon said, oh, you're obviously the mum, because only the mum would not want a baby to be cut in half. Bit of a strange story. So, but yeah, I always think of the King Solomon with that, with this card. So, it's a card about fairness and equality and getting what you deserve. So, I'd say that Monday and Tuesday, at the beginning of that week, is more kind of getting your dues, kind of getting what you've been striving to work for. That's not a bad start to the week. Okay, Tuesday and Wednesday, we've got the King of Swords. Now, what I find quite interesting with this deck is that the Queen of Swords is holding the head of a man. So they're each holding the severed head of someone of the opposite sex. And they both sit in the clouds, actually. Usually it's the Queen that does, and the King doesn't necessarily isn't necessarily in the clouds himself. But this card shows more of a show of force and a stern hand. So for the middle of the week, decisions you need to do, you must be you must be severe, you must be determined, and you mustn't let anyone get in your way. And you must achieve what you need. You must take no prisoners. So put your foot down and show people you're being serious. So for the weekend is the Tower. Now, quick side note: I love the design for this tower because it's similar to, as I said, this is actually based mostly off the Rider-Waite, but this is actually something from the Thoth deck by the famous Aleister Crowley. And it kind of shows this kind of shows like a sharp turn for the weekend. A shocking twist, Shyamalan style. Except you didn't see this one coming. It's kind of it kind of depicts like an unseen force just turning the table suddenly. So it's not going to be a very good week. It's not going to be a very easy weekend, because something's just going to kind of come out of nowhere and just muck your shiz up. So be prepared for a very sharp turn for the weekend. So we'll go for it again. And we're going back to this. So getting what you deserve and what you've worked for. And to achieve more, you have to work harder to get what you want to achieve, and to take no prisoners. However, something can cause something kind of come out from nowhere, kind of being blindsided, because this is something you can't see coming. It's from the sky. It's something that's it looks like divine intervention, considering it's just kind of come out of the left field. So it's an interesting week. It's to show that to work hard and be ruthless to get what you've earned. However, even if you work hard, there are things that you have no control over. So that's this week's reading. It's not the best. Once again, it's not one of the more positive readings, but unfortunately, when you have to be hard, life can throw back harder. Now, that's not necessarily to say that this is a sign of inaccuracy or stubborn-headed or pig-headedness. It's more of, you have to be, in some cases, you have to be severe and put your foot down. But obviously, sometimes other people don't like it, whether it's right or wrong. In this case, it's something you must do, but it's still it still have a ramification anyway. So maybe it's more showing that you've put hard work in and been more severe, so therefore everything around it kind of evolves to become harsher to deal with. So maybe some decisions aren't as easy to make as others. So this could indicate a really tough decision. So that's the forecast for the week. So it's kind of hard to say there. So that's the forecast for the week. And once again, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And now I've also got a website up called bluesixtarot.co.uk, where I shall be putting these videos, my reviews, and a few blog pages soon as well. So you enjoy your week.